I think it could have been a little better. We had really good looks throughout the course of the game. Thought we moved the ball well. Liked our assist total. 18 assists, 31 made field goals, and our got some good work done in the paint again, and so a lot of good stuff on the offensive end, and it's good just to again get back to the feeling of winning a basketball game after having two tough losses, and so hopefully we'll continue to gain confidence. So, and I think it's a quality win. I mean, I don't really look at their record because they're not the same team they were early in the year when they were had injuries and a variety of things they had to go through, and they're a good basketball team, and Kyle does a really good job, and they they run good offense, and they can really shoot, and they have a good inside player. So and they played really good competition very well the last couple of weeks. So I feel good about the win, and we'll just move on from here.
Let's give us kind of an anomaly compared to most of your games where the offense was fed off the defense. Here was almost like a shootout for almost all 4 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, I think we had one or two more stops. I said to the guys at halftime, I think they had we had our press, and they dribbled the ball and off their leg, and it bounced all the way to someone for a three, and so there were a couple of plays like that. I mean, Powell's a good player, hit a hell of a one-legged step back as the shot clock was expiring. So I think our defense played better than it looked in terms of the numbers in the first half. It easily could have held them to around 31 points. But it's good to see us play the other end of the floor at a better level, so we're hoping for development in that area.
When Washington gets a lot of quality touches, is that like a predictor of your guys' offensive success?
I'm not sure, exclusively that's the answer. I mean, it's certainly something that we wanted to take more of a look at. It was a concerted effort, especially the way he was making shots in the first half. You almost couldn't have called his number enough, but I was happy to see Dez make his first 3 shots. DJ hit a couple. Just had really good contributions from everyone. I think certainly Luther Muhammad, to play his minutes, 9 minutes, 9 points, hit a big 3. Always plays really hard. So I was happy to see him play well.
They went zone, and then you took a timeout and kind of then solved it. That spurt there, what was that like?
I think we had really good success against their zone when we hit the high post, and we were able to go high-low a few times, or just make a comfortable jump shot. Zoe had one at the foul line, and in the first half, that was probably the adjustment that we needed to make. It was just focusing on getting the ball, because we were kind of dribbling around too much, and we were too stationary, too stagnant on the perimeter. But the high post was a good spot for us in the zone.
Did you feel the rotation closing out on three-point shooters was to your liking, or did you just run both sides?
Yeah, man, I think we lost Mullins too many times for a guy that, I mean, when the ball leaves his hand, it looks like it's going in every time, and he's really an elite shooter. And then we lost Rodman a couple times. So I mean, there's always things you could improve on and do a little better. And but overall, I liked our activity, defensively, and again down the stretch when when they cut it to 3 and we had to get the stops we needed, we got them.
DJ seems like he's really streaky and made some key baskets in the end.
Yeah, I mean, he was the floater in the paint was a huge shot. So, we trust him, and he's over the course of a season and his body of work. I mean, you may never watch him play in a game again where he gets back-to-back open threes in the first half like he did and not connect. And so I'm not worried about him, making shots. I think that's he didn't allow it to affect how he played defense and his efforts. So I'm happy about that.
There was a point where you platoon swapped the entire bench unit, and what is it like to have a bench unit that you can trust that much, where you can go 5 in, 5 out?
You're always a little nervous about that. Usually, I only go to that tactic when I'm upset with the team, but I wanted all those guys to play together, and really I didn't want to take any of my starters out, because I felt like they played really well to start the second half, and I didn't want to single one of them out to say, hey, you're going to come out, you're not. So it was just something that I had to do on the fly. I'm not sure I'm going to do that always, but I liked how they brought more energy to the game, and they stretched our lead out, or at the very least maintained it, and a number of those guys made plays out there.
How much do you think that helps them grow, just as players?
I mean, I just want to I told the guys at halftime, I said, hey, everybody is going to get an opportunity, and we've been going at each other here for 3 months, and more than that, 4 months, and, we've hung our hat on our depth and how hard we practice, and each unit going against each other. So it was kind of a symbolic of trust of the entire group.
This might have been the most two-point field goals that you had in one of the higher scoring games. So how did that feel? Just not needing to make a lot of threes.
It was, it just felt great to get high percentage shots, and I think Warren really kicked things off, as I touched on. Just I think it was 8 for 8 at halftime, and I think our offense just flowed very well, and majority of the shots came off moving the basketball and just quality unselfish play.